I can officially say
I'm done with my first week of nursing school.
I am so happy, so excited, and I survived. So if I could do it, you can do it. Hey you guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. I'm a first semester nursing student, and this channel is just about my nursing school journey, my experiences, vlogs, anything else that I find entertaining or like to do with my life. But for today's video, I just wanted to share with you guys my first week experience, basically my schedule, what we went through in the first week, and how I'm feeling. So let's go ahead and start with my schedule. So for the first week, all of our skills, clinical, everything is on campus. So on Mondays and Tuesdays from 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. I was in lecture, and our lecture is about 2 hours. And then on Tuesdays after lecture, I had skills. So skills lab is not the same as clinical. Skills lab just pertains to the skills that we either learned in lecture or we're going to learn in clinical. And so during skills lab, we went over vital signs, math, dosage calculations, things like that. So skills lab was Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday was my clinical days. And so since for the first 3 weeks, we're not on the hospital site, we're on campus, we went over vital signs, ambulation, transferring, and just general patient safety and standard precautions. So that's what we did on Wednesday and Thursday, and that ran from 11:30 a.m. to 4:20 p.m. So pretty long day. And then today, as you guys know, is Friday, and today was just a skills check off. So we went over, like I said, ambulation, transferring, and using different like medical equipment. So like walkers, crutches, and a cane. And then, so basically for today, what our instructors did was just check us off on all of the skills, basically stating that we learned that skill, we know how to do that skill. So then when we go to clinical, we can actually teach patients those skills. So that's my generalized schedule. And that's just my schedule for the first 3 weeks. Next week on Mondays, I will have this thing called PLTL, which is peer-led teaching, something where a third semester student basically teaches us first semester students, and we go through different case studies. And then same thing, clinicals will be on Wednesdays and Thursdays. And then after my third week of school, then I'll actually be in the hospital. So more to come on that. So now I'm gonna kind of talk about what we learned during the first week of school. So during the first week, we learned a lot about legislation, so like HIPAA and nursing rights, all of those kinds of things. And also just like, what does the nurse do? What's a nurse's education? Very generalized subject, kind of relating to the nursing field. And then in clinical and in skills lab, we went over specific skills, like I said. So we went through vitals, was huge. We learned how to take blood pressure, how to do temp, how to do a radial pulse and apical pulse, O2 saturation, so all of that stuff we learned. And then we also did a lot of math. So as a nurse, obviously, we have to calculate different meds. So we did a lot of medication equations. So that's another thing that we went over. And then we also went over, like I said, transferring, ambulation, use of medical equipment, and how to really talk to a patient, so like communication and verifying patient's information. We really just work together as a class to kind of collaborate and work on each other and practice our communication. So it was really great. So now how I'm feeling. I am feeling so overjoyed. I am feeling low-key really stressed. I'm feeling extremely humbled and grateful, and it's like so many good feelings, but also some scary ones too. Like, you know, you never want to overstep your boundaries with a teacher or anything like that. So it's just kind of like this adapting period, I feel like, where I'm getting to know my clinical instructors and knowing when to speak up or ask the right questions and all of that. So that's definitely something new, and it's like when you're doing your prereqs, your professors are your professors. In my clinical groups and my instructors, like they want us to call them by their first name. Like it's very, very intimate, and they don't treat us, they do treat us like a student, but they also treat us like a human, you know what I mean? Like they, you know, call us by name, and it's just a very, very, very intimate setting, and it's so like refreshing, and it makes you feel so much more comfortable, especially because these are all new skills and new things that you've never really learned or heard about, whatever. So that's really exciting. I'm also really stressed because I've already noticed that, you know, I have a new bed schedule. Like I am not staying up until midnight watching Housewives or whatever. And the reading is like the most reading I've ever done in my entire life. Like on the first week of school, I definitely felt unprepared because we had a reading list, and that was like posted to our Canvas site, which is like our web page browser thing that we have all of our homework on. And there was a reading list, but myself, I was like, I don't know anything about this. Why am I gonna read it? That was a big mistake. Like I should have definitely gone through the chapters, at least skim them, because then you find yourself like playing catch up. With nursing school, things don't pause. Like it's constantly building on what you learned, and things keep going at a fast rate. So if you don't get something, you're kind of like, feels like playing catch up. So to any prospective nursing students, definitely like if you don't get something, study it, read it over again until you get it, because there's no slowing down. Like this is the fastest pace of schooling that I've ever gone through, and the most reading, critical thinking, everything. So I just wanted to share with you guys my experience. That's my first week of nursing school. Next week, let's see, anything exciting? Next week, I think I have my vital sign checkoff list. So they'll check off on all if we know how to do all of our vital signs. And I've got a lot of reading to do. My first exam's already this month, because now it's February. My first exam is February 19th. So it's gonna come before I know it. So I'm definitely, you know, trying to get on top of my studying now and getting all these things in my head memorized. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below if you want to keep watching more nursing related videos. And leave me a comment on the best thing that happened to you this week, whether it be a promotion or an A on an assignment or whatever. I forgot to add, I had my first quiz this week, and I had my first quiz on the second day of school, which is like, whoa, like that's really fast. But I got 100% on it, so that's my little happiness of this week. All right, I think that's it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.